right, so GameStop, you guys remember GameStop? Well, they're back in the news, and the stock's up over 16% right now after the company reported earnings. And honestly, guys, the earnings were not good, but what was good and what is making the stock move right now is the fact that they're going to be putting some of their cash reserves. They have over $4 billion of cash right now. They're going to be buying Bitcoin, mimicking MicroStrategy's strategy, which you guys know they buy a bunch of Bitcoin, right? So we're going to break down what's going on with GameStop, my thoughts, the earnings, and of course, we'll go over the charts. But first, guys, hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe here on YouTube. Follow along for more content. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive into it. So, man, we are up again over 16% on GameStop stock, up over $4 per share, and this is in the midst of another rocky day for the markets. We're actually down across the board pretty much. The S&P's down 0.5%, same with the Russell. QQQ's down 1%, and the Dow is the only green one, barely up around 40 points, 0.1%. And again, GameStop is moving, guys. We're breaking out on the 4-hour time frame. You guys can see we had this, channel. I drew it out, I think, a couple of videos ago whenever we actually covered GameStop previously, and we're completely breaking out of it. We're taking out the moving averages, which, granted, we have been for a couple of days now, but now we're fully taking out this channel, and we're pushing towards the highs from a month and a half ago. You guys can see we hit about, $31 back in the middle of February, and that's testing right now. So GameStop is at a multi-week high, and we have to break down these earnings quickly, which honestly, they're not the best. I mean, what do you guys expect? They reported adjusted earnings per share of 30 cents, which beat the 8 cents expected, but sales missed $1.28 billion versus $1.47 billion expected, so they missed by about $200 million on sales, and I'm pretty sure their sales went down 25 to 30% year over year, something insane. I'm not seeing it here, but I was reading it earlier, and yeah, I mean, we all know their business, their core business is failing. It has been for years at this point, but again, with them having all this cash, $4.5 billion just sitting on the balance sheet, now they're looking to buy Bitcoin. This is sparking some, hype, a bit of a rally, kind of like what we saw with MSTR. Let me pull this up quickly. I mean, MicroStrategy, it's no secret that this company is a failing company as well, right? Their software, I mean, nobody buys the stock for their software. If you look at the max chart, I mean, this thing, it looks like here, this stock has been trading for decades at this point, for 25 years, and it was flat for a long time, up until really they started buying Bitcoin. So it's not like MicroStrategy was a super successful company. Then they started buying Bitcoin. It was a failing company, and then again, the Bitcoin strategy pushed the stock to where it is now. And I'm assuming that GameStop, right, the board, the management, they're looking to do obviously the same thing. They want Bitcoin to have a similar effect on their stock price, even though the business internally is failing at GameStop, right? And I'm not sure what MicroStrategy's actual revenue and earnings are these days, but I know for sure GameStop, it is not looking pretty. So let me pull this up quickly right here, guys. This article from CNBC. Let's pull it up here. And while I'm doing this, make sure to join my free email list where I send out my top stocks weekly. That is down below. Put your first name, your email address, and boom, you guys are in there. So we can see GameStop, the headline here says GameStop shares soar 14% after retailer says it will invest corporate cash in Bitcoin like MicroStrategy. So, oh, wow, they have closer to $5 billion of cash. Oh, my goodness. So let me zoom in a little bit here if this thing wants to work today. Let's see. Where's the good part of the article? So we can see here the video game retailer said a portion of its cash or future debt and equity issuances may be invested in Bitcoin and U.S. dollar denominated stable coins. And as of February 1st, about 2 months ago, GameStop held nearly $4.8 billion in cash, which is nuts. And the firm also said it has not set a ceiling on the amount of Bitcoin it may purchase. So it's kind of a mystery, right? There's a little bit of mystery there. So it's like, all right, they have $5 billion of cash. Let's round it up for to use a round number here. It's 4.8, but let's say 5, right? Are they going to put $1 billion? Are they going to put 20% of their cash in Bitcoin? Are they going to put 25%? Are they going to put half of their cash in Bitcoin? It is a mystery. And if I had to guess, it's going to be a good amount of the cash. It's not like they're going to put $100 million into Bitcoin out of the $5 billion. Maybe at first they put $100 million, $200 million to slowly start scaling it in, not like, all at once. But I don't know. Eventually, I think they're going to have $1 billion, $2 billion, $2.5 billion, $3 billion in Bitcoin. It kind of looks like that's where they're heading. And what other choice do they have? Again, the business is failing internally. Who goes to GameStop anymore? I used to 10, 15 years ago. That was the spot to go. But nowadays, if you're a video game person, I don't really game anymore, but I know that you buy the games online. You have Game Pass where you're paying $9.99 a month. And you get whatever games you want. You download them right then and there. It's like, why would you go to GameStop? There's no need. So if I had to guess, they're going to go heavier into Bitcoin, with this cash, because what other options do they have? The business is failing. Might as well turn it into like a Bitcoin holding company at this point, right? So GameStop, it looks like blah, 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 will be following in the software company MicroStrategy, blah, 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 which bought billions of Bitcoin or dollars worth of Bitcoin in recent years to become the largest corporate holder of the flagship cryptocurrency, which is, we all know that. And let's see, Bitcoin, we all know, is down from 100,000. What did it get to? 108, whatever. Now it's at 88. So, hey, GameStop, it might be time to buy the dip now before it starts to rally, or will it start going down a lot more? That's the $1 million question. Bitcoin is very volatile. We all know that. It's down $20,000 a coin, whatever it is, from all-time highs. Will it go down more? I don't know. And that's the big risk, right? That's the big risk with Bitcoin. It's like, all right, I mean, a lot of people believe in it. I own Bitcoin. I'm not going to lie. I own some Bitcoin. But we've seen it happen time and time again where it goes down 70%. I mean, I've seen this myself, many times. I've been watching Bitcoin. I've been in and out of it since 2017, guys, almost a decade now. And I remember, do you guys remember when it went to 19K in 2017? And then it went back to like 3K. And then it went to 66K. And then it went down to 16K back in 2022. It's a cycle. It goes up and down. And the risk is, all right, we hit 108, 110, 100, 105, whatever it got to. I don't even know at this point. Will it go down another 70, 80%? Will it reach to 30K, 35, 40K? I think eventually, it's going to happen. Whether we get the 60% drop now, or maybe it runs up again to 150, then we get a 70% drop. It's going to happen again. Bitcoin is known to go down a bunch, and that's why I feel like they're going to slowly scale into it, because they don't want to go all in now and then it goes down to 60K. Then they look like idiots, right? So they're going to slowly scale into it. But eventually, in due time, I think they will have over $1 billion, $2 billion of that cash in Bitcoin, right? That's where we're going at this point with GameStop, guys. So I don't own this stock. I don't know if many of you, I'm assuming you do own it. some of you at least, or a good amount of you if you're watching this video, but it's definitely one that I'm watching. It's a story I'm watching, as this is pretty interesting what they're doing, and I'm not surprised at all, to be honest, that they're buying Bitcoin now. I'm not surprised at all. Again, what else are they going to do with this cash? But let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Make sure to hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe here on YouTube. Follow along for more content. And before you click off this video, snag up your 30 stocks from Moomoo. Use that link right down below, or go to stocksurfs.com/Moomoo. Deposit at least $100. You get 5 stocks. Deposit at least $2,000, you get 25 more stocks, and your uninvested cash now will earn up to 8.1% APY. And guys, you literally have less than 3-4 days to do it. The deal's running out, the clock's ticking, so get on it. Use that link. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video.